The reason why I say that is because I see a wire coming from my limit going to my gas valve.
What is
Okay.
the blue? This one?
Yes.
The limit goes
So
to
so if the limit opens up, it's going to kill the 24 volts to the gas valve. Is what it's going to do. Okay. All right. Now, let me show you wire for wire. Let's start with this for right now. Okay. Let's start with here. Line 1 and line 2. Okay. Line 1 is coming in from the power. This is the power. So if you look here, okay, this black wire here is coming in, going into the disconnect, okay, coming out of the disconnect, okay, tied into my,
no.
oh, you don't have it tied in.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's fine. A wire would be, this wire here would be coming in, tied into my door switch on one side, coming out and going down into my box, which would be this one here, okay? So the cluster of the 3 wires right here, guys, okay, is going to start inside the box here, okay? So I just showed you the wire coming in, okay, which is the plug, going to the switch, out of the switch, okay, we don't have the fuse in there, goes, supposedly, it's supposed to go to the door switch.
So this is the black. Goes
Yes,
there?
that's a black wire too. We're going to open up the fan center next, and I'm going to show you what's inside there. Okay? All right. This here is a Phillips. All right. It should have fallen off like that. That's okay. So what you're going to do is, okay, or what we're going to do is, we're going to rip all these wires out, except for the thermostat wires, which is this cluster of wires here. We're going to disconnect them, but we're not going to rip them out. We're going to be mostly disconnecting these wires here. All right? All right. So now, this is what I'm talking about here. This big cluster of wires is what we drew. Okay? Okay, now, like I said, guys, in class, you got the common and you have the power. That's these wires right here. This main wire coming in. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look and see where this is tied in right there. Okay, let's look for that third wire, that wire nut. Remember I said it's black, all right? And here it is, guys. Check it out. And I said it's going to be a yellow wire. Here's your 3 wires coming in. Okay. All right. Let's find the power coming in. So that is this wire right here. This wire here is coming out of the door switch. See how small it is, but in reality how long it is?
Yeah.
Okay? Let's look for the wire to the fan relay. Okay? Here it is right here, guys. This is tied into number 1. Remember, I told you in class that this is number 1 right here. So see how it's tied into the wire nut? Okay? What's going to be my third wire, guys? What's this wire?
The transformer.
My transformer, okay? So check it out, you're right. Here's the transformer wire. The black wire is being tied in, okay? There's our 3 wires. Power coming in, feeds power to the fan relay of the blower motor, and also feeds power to the transformer. See that?
So it's going to the fan relay on 1?
Yes. Remember how yes. And you drew it out already, right there. So the number 1 wire, Adriano's kind of got them labeled 1, 2/3/ marks. That number 1 wire of the relay. Okay, see what it does? It just plugs into there. It makes a connection.
Yeah.
Okay. And there it is. See the number 1? Okay, so 1 gets tied in to the main power source. Okay? So we pretty much knocked this part out already.
Well, where's the? You said it's connected to the transformer as well.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you. Right here. See how it's tied in? It's long on paper, okay? Long on paper, but short in reality. See that?
And where's it going into? Like,
The power source.
no, you know, but to the transformer down here.
Yep, that's the transformer. This is the transformer. This is the power, and this is the neutral of the transformer.
Primary
Primary side.
primary side.
Secondary side of your transformer. Primary, okay? 120 volts primary, 24 volts secondary. All right? Okay. So like I said, guys, we drew this part out, or we just looked at this part here.
Right.
Okay? Let's move on. All right? Now, Greg, let me see your written schematic. I like your schematic there. Okay? Let's look for number 2.
Apaga la luz porque no se mira en la cámara.
Okay? Number 2, guys. Here's number 2. All right? Now, the wire coming off of number 2, okay, as you can see it plugs in, is where should number 2 be tied into?
To the fan switch.
Where did it go?
Fan
Oh,
switch.
Here it is right
Fan
here.
switch, right?
Yeah, the
All
fan
right,
switch.
fan switch. So let's see. All right, so the second wire, so this wire here to this side of the relay, okay, goes up to, comes up, follow this wire all the way up. Get up. Okay. Check it out, guys. You are 100% correct. It's landed right there. See that? Right there. That's where it's landed. So it comes all the way from that brown wire
Red. Red.
right below the red. See it?
Oh, right below the red,
Yeah. Check it out, guys. The brown wire's wire nutted to a black wire. That black wire comes all the way up in my hand, tied to the fan switch. And Greg, that's what you told me.
Yeah.
It gets landed to the fan switch. Okay? So that wire that I just had in my hand is this little wire that you have drawn on the schematic.
The little one is the long one?
That's, yeah, like I told you guys in class. It may be big on paper or maybe small on paper, but what you see here is what you get.
Let me see if I can trace it back. So the black one is block. Okay.
That comes all the way down.
It's black, the cable?
Yeah, that's the color that they decided to use.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be black,
Alright.
but it comes all the way down to right here, to number 2. And he's right.
From the relay.
Okay?
This is just the
Now let's continue on, guys. All right, check it out. Let's look at the other side of the fan switch, okay? Which is this one, right? The red one, right, Robert? Okay, so the red. So where's that red wire going to go to then, guys?
lower motor.
Okay, so let's see if Robert's right. Check it out. So he's getting ahead of me already. Check it out. He's right. It's tied into the red wire of the blower motor.
Low speed.
You guys are on the ball. Yes, you're correct. That is the low speed.
And how do you know what's the low speed and the high speed?
It's color coded. Remember what I told you in class?
Oh, that's right. 'Cause
Red.
Yes.
It's red.
And what speed is the high
Oh,
speed?
black.
Black. So do you see a black wire in there? I know we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's look at the motor. Don't worry about this. I want to know what the color of the wires are in the motor. You guys see a black wire on that motor?
Yeah, it's all the
Yeah.
other one right there.
Okay. So it's tied in. So let's follow that one in. That one should go to where?
To the 3 wires
Bingo.
connection.
Yeah.
And
all
check
the
it
way
out.
to
It
here.
is. See? Look at. Even though it's a red wire, I don't care about the color at this point. We only care about the color on the motor itself, because that tells us. All right. So that wire comes all the way down, plugs into number 3, and you guys are correct.
Damn.
So we just did this wire. Okay?
So we just went like this, basically.
Exactly. Let's finish it off. Let's look for the white wire. Okay, is this the white wire here?
Yeah.
Check it out. Let's follow it. Goes all the way back to the 3rd.
Third. Yeah.
Right here. And we said in class there's 3 wires there, right? So let's finish this part off. We're almost done with the high voltage circuit, guys. Let's look for the neutral coming in. So here it is. See? This is coming in from ComEd, which is on this prong here. It comes all the way through the switch. Actually, I'm sorry.
The logo
The
here.
neutral does not go through the switch. The neutral is continuous. And if you look at a schematic, we have no breaks in the neutral. So it's continuous. It goes all the way through. The only thing that's in, the switch is in, is just the high side. So
High
the
side.
black wire coming in, black wire coming out. That's it. All right?
Where's the other side of where the white wire? It goes in the blower motor and then goes to the transformer. Where's that third part of the wire?
He's getting ahead of me, see? Andrew, he's got the wheels.
This one.
Yep. Go ahead, take over, Robert.
This one.
Right there. There, he's having a hard time seeing. See the white wire, Matthew? Or Andrew, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Coming all the way up, now it's tied in.
Right.
So this is the ground for the motor, or the neutral for the motor. This here is the neutral for the transformer This is the neutral coming into the unit right here.
And that's coming from the main power.
Yes. The
Okay.
main line coming in.
Can we set the supply power?
What about the supply power?
The Y, that Y is going coming to from the supply power.
This one?
This one.
Yes, that is, okay, good question, okay? So what that's coming in, okay, one is hot, okay, and one is the neutral. They're not labeled on it, okay? This should be our neutral. So this should be a white wire coming all the way through. This should be the black wire coming all the way through, okay? Then this is our green, which is our ground. Neutral, neutral, hot, ground is what that is. So if you were to follow this wire and you split this apart, you would see this wire, technically, this wire here is tied into the plug where it comes into.
Where are we tying the white wire in? Like when we rewire it, are we just like, where is it?
Right here.
And then when we go to the power source part of it.
It's going to be sticking out.
Oh, so it already
It's
be
gonna,
out.
yeah, it's already going to be here. So
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, Andrew, these two wires are just going to be hanging in here. You're just going to tie onto them.
Okay.
That's all you're
So
doing.
we'll just bring wire nuts off.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So check it out, guys. We pretty much knocked this out. Okay. We knocked this out. We traced all these wires out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One gets tied in to the 3. Okay. 2 goes to the fan switch. 3 goes to the fan switch, and then the neutral. All of this right here is right here in my hands. Okay? Some are long on paper, some are short on paper. Some are long in reality, some are short in reality. Okay?
And the white wire to the relay, where's that at again?
This one.
You mean for the transformer?
The transformer, I'm sorry, yeah.
It's right here. This is here. Here, right here. Here's my power, and this is my neutral. Or my common.
Right, that's the blower motor.
And the blower motor gets tied in also.
This one.
Right there.
That one, so this 3 wire connection is this right here,
Got it.
and then the one that goes down to the transformer
Right here.
is just that small little piece of crap, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Long on paper, short in reality. Power wire for the blower motor. Here, move your hand off the blower motor. Look how short that wire is there.
Yeah.
Look how long it is in reality.
That's where I can see where people get a little confused and
Yep.
stuff, because that's what they're
Exactly.
looking for.
Because they're expecting to see this little wire.
Right.
They're expecting to see this exact here in front of them. Okay. Keep in mind, this is a ladder diagram. These are the handrails. These are the steps.
Yep.
All right. Any other questions, guys? We're still not done yet. You guys all good back there?
I think so.
Here's the neutral. The white.
The
Line
communication.
1, line 1 in my hands. Line 2 in my hands. Okay? Remember, the neutral is white. The power is black. Okay? Andrew, to answer your question, this is due in 2 weeks. But I can't stress enough to you guys. Try not to wait till the last minute.
So this lab,
So what are we going to do? The low?
We're going to rip these wires out, and you're going to rewire it to your schematic. Greg, you got an awesome schematic. You could use either one. All of you guys have good schematics, okay? But we want to see both of them, okay? Once you guys get this wired, okay? Once you get this part done, this part here, when you go to the next one, your next schematic, you don't have to mess with this anymore. You just have to do things. I'll show you what you got to do differently.
Because of this
Yes.
connection.
Yeah.
oh, we gotta finish this for sure, right?
Yeah, so I said that you have this wired into the low side, okay? All right, so now let's take a look. Let's finish this up. All right, so we got this part done, okay? Oh, it fell up. Where the hell's my neutral at? All right. Oh, another thing too, guys, is that you need to make the wire. You're gonna have to make wires. So you're gonna have to make 2 wires from your gas valve. You're gonna have to make 2 wires from your limit switch. Okay. Now I want to point something out to you guys. When you make the wires, look at where the wires are being ran. They're being ran through grommets inside the unit. Every semester, I have somebody wire the furnace perfectly. they bring the wires down. They land them correctly, land them perfectly. But what happens is they bring the wires out here. Well, how are you going to put the doors on if you don't wire them through the cabin of the furnace? So keep that in mind. Okay, now, another thing too, when you guys do this lab task, okay, I don't mean to scare you or anything like that or harp on you, but you're going to have probably an instructor watching you or a lab aide watching you, okay? They're not there to like, you're doing it wrong. They're there to guide you the right way. They're not going to be totally focused on you only. They have other students to take care of, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get more attention than anybody else is because this is a little bit more elaborate what you have to do. Okay? So if you see somebody standing behind you, they're not glaring at you like, hurry up, get it done. They're looking at you so that you do it right, correctly, and safely. All right? And they're right there for you in case you.
I thought this was always low voltage.
Well, yeah, it is. Now we're done with the high voltage area up here. Let's move on to the secondary side. Okay? Primary side we're done. Secondary side's on the bottom. Okay? Now, secondary side. All right, red from the transformer. Pretty much, that's this right here. We put a fusible link in here so you guys don't mess up the thermostat. Okay? So, if you notice, the red goes to the yellow and the yellow gets tied to the R. So if we took this fusible link out, this R would be landed right here. Okay? Now, next is what? Yellow? Yellow wire's landed right there. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, what's next? Green? Oh, we jumped on the yellow. Green gets landed right there. That's it. Okay? Now the white wire. That goes to the limit, and then from the limit, it goes to the gas valve.
Yellow, green.
So check it out, guys. All right, there's the white wire. Here's your control wire, and then this here is the wire that goes to where?
To the
Power?
limit.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
to
You're
the
right.
limit.
So it's going to go all the way up to the limit. So follow that black wire up. See where it's landed?
Yeah.
Okay. So it goes into the limit on one side. Okay. Okay. The black wire gets landed to the limit. All right. And then goes through the limit. Okay. And comes out to what?
Gas bulb.
The yellow wire goes to where?
The
The
gas bulb.
gas valve. Very good.
Hold on.
Check it out. All right. This is what we're here for. I'm going to get up here a little bit. All right, Greg. Check this out. Everything. Test it out. All right, so check it out. So, all right, Robert said that the black wire comes up from the fan center, comes all the way up to the limit, and he's correct, okay? So this little short wire here, it comes all the way down there, is landed right here.
Goes to the limit.
Goes through the limit, which is now this yellow wire, okay, which you got a fusible link drawn in there, which is fine, okay? Let's see, my pen. We don't have a fusible link in there, so now what we're going to do is, I'm going to draw on this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to connect our limit to our gas valve. Okay? Which goes to, which is this yellow, what my battery's dying, goes from here to here. Just a short little wire. Okay?
So the limit on the bottom goes to the gas valve.
Exactly. Just like it says in the schematic.
Okay.
Okay? Now, this wire here fell off.
For they're different colors, but it came up as black when you said it came up to and it went into
Uh-huh.
the high limit switch.
Yeah.
But is it? There's no black on. Is it just because they're like
They-
small wires in there?
They just picked whatever color wire to wire it up, and I don't care. You guys can do the same.
Depends on the technician.
Yeah, it depends on the technician. If you're green, we're not
Oh, okay.
removing those. We're just showing you where those wires get landed.
Okay.
Okay? So now, let's take a look at the neutral wire. This wire here comes out of the gas valve, comes all the way down.
It's the white one, right?
Uh-huh. That gets
the three.
landed right here. It actually fell off. Yeah, me too.
Where did we write that in the schematic though?
You already did. I'll show you. Who's got? Give me a straight.
Oh.
Give me a straight blade. Would you?
I got it.
Thank you. Okay. It's landed into the common. Now. Okay. Everybody see how that happened?
Yeah.
Now check it out. It's not the cleanest and prettiest thing, So now, this wire, and this wire are all tied internally inside the unit itself. This wire, and this wire, you don't have to worry about. You don't touch it. You don't even see them because it's wired internally into the transformer itself. And they give you the terminal here in case you do need it, like we're using here.
So it means to say that this terminal is also the same as this terminal for this one.
Yep. The neutral.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the back and the front.
It's the back, like you just said, it's the back and the front. Yep. He's right.
Where's my notes at?
Who took his notes?
Oh, thanks.
This is R, okay? So if you want to draw this out or take a picture of it, go ahead. Okay? C, R, Y, G, W. Okay? All the way up to the thermostat.
The red wire?
Yep.
We don't want to mess up with them,
Skinny.
right?
All you gotta do is take them off and put it back on. That's it. You're not gonna have your refish them or nothing like that. Okay?
So we will not touch anymore for this one?
No, you're not gonna be messing with that at all.
That's
You're
all.
just gonna take the wires off and put them on. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Is the left side of over here and then the right side over here, is low voltage?
Yep.
And then the right side
Yep.
is high voltage.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So that limit switch is coming into here and then it's coming out on that side
it's
to come to the
coming-
gas valve?
No, it's going into this side and coming out through that side.
Oh, okay.
This terminal it's going into, coming out through this one right here.
Which one is for the limit coming in and then coming back into the going into the
This is
transformer or
going
going
in,
to the gas
and
valve?
this is coming out to energize the gas valve. And
Okay.
It turns on. to the
It
valve.
can be connected on the other way.
No, yes, it can be. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what he just said, he said, "Can we reverse these two wires?" Yeah, it'll work the same.
Does
It
it have
doesn't matter.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's just a switch. There's no polarity on the switches.
Wait, where is this black switch coming from? That one from right here.
That is coming
Bottom?
from...
The black. Oh, that's coming.
Yeah,
That's
that is coming from the.
yeah, from down here. It's for the motor.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this is the common. The common
Oh, okay.
onto the gas valve.
All right.
Okay.
No, it's not the common.
No, that is the W.
Wait, what?
This one is not the common, right?
That is the W.
This is the W.
Yeah, W.
This is the W.
Yeah.
Even though it's black in color, it gets landed to the W. And right here is your common.
Yeah.
Okay? So this common, like I said, all of these wires are tied into it. Okay? Now, when you guys run these wires, okay, I'm going to show you a little trick. Alright? I'm just picking any colors as an example. Say we were going to run these wires, okay? You don't have to do it this way. I'm just trying to, just show you from experience here. Oh, here it is. Say I was going to land the two wires to my fan switch, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take these two wires, I'm going to fish them up through here, okay? I'm going to fish them up through here, and it looks like they're going to take spade connectors. So, there. So what I'm going to do is, I think this is 12 on the white. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to land these wires to here, I'm going to use my fork terminals. Okay. See what I'm doing, guys? I'm actually getting my wires ready. That's a little too long, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Thank you.
Basically, you're setting one side up already, so you know the proper length.
Pretty much. You got it, so I'm not wasting wire. Okay, and now what I can do is I can bring the wires up, and then I can just plug them right in. I could just land them on the screws. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm going to take the rest of the wire and I'm going to tie them into where they go, and now I have the perfect length. You want to give yourself a little bit of slack so it doesn't get, so no wires get in harm's way. Make sure they're not getting in the way of the burner, they're not getting tangled on anything, touching any hot surface where they can melt, okay? And then we have this nice wire rack so you can pull the wire and land it where they have to be landed to. Okay? You don't have to do it that way. You can do it wire for wire, okay? But, you know, it just
Saves some time.
just comes with experience.